wait, first of all, before I start this video, I need to get a good thumbnail. Okay, so okay, like this. Yes, it's hopefully it's a nice thumbnail. What about like this? Yeah, that's out of the way. Let me tell you, this book is probably the most hopeful and most, I mean, this book has a happy ending. It's surprisingly George Orwell has wrote a book that has a happy ending. I love this book. Oh my god, I like it. I like this book better than the 1984. I'm sorry. Animal Farm is still the best, but this book is really nice. It's, man, I don't know how to tell you. I'm at this point, I'm just a George Orwell fanboy. Okay, this guy, nobody does better than this guy. Nobody can write like George Orwell. Okay, no, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, they are nowhere near close to. This might be a controversial statement. Oh no, Dostoevsky writes psychological horror. No, fuck that guy. George Orwell write better stories, and he write like a pork. Nobody writes better than George Orwell. Okay, you cannot change my mind. Really, George Orwell is the greatest writer of all time from literature standpoint. Okay, this book, let me talk about this book. This book name is Keep the Aspidistra Flying. Keep the Aspidistra Flying, and this is fucking great. It's a great book. Let me tell you, I had, you know, I'm not a very emotional guy. Okay, last chapter of this book, I literally cry happy tears. Okay, I sob like a fucking baby. I cried happy tear. This is a great book. Okay, it's, let me tell you a little bit. I don't want to tell you any spoilers. If you're watching this video, stop watching it right now. Okay, don't stop watching it, just watch until the end, because you know my fucking average viewer duration is down the drain. Nobody wants to watch my video past 2 minutes. I don't know why. Okay, if you hold on, okay, just play it on the background. Just play it on the background. If the video is not interesting, play it on the background. Make some coffee, bake some, I don't know, bake a cake, but play the video in the background. Okay, stop sabotaging my average viewer duration. Okay, this book, you have to read this book. If you are someone who likes reading and you haven't read this book, you are you even reading? Are you even like reading? You're not reading if you haven't read this book. Okay, my god, this is like most likely my second favorite book this year I read. Okay, Animal Farm was great, and this one is lovely made. Lovely. This guy, I don't understand why George Orwell did not like this book. Like, he tried to stop this masterpiece getting into our hand. What a selfish man. Let me tell you, he said, oh no, this book is not good. No, he have a very bad taste. Let me tell you, his taste is not good as mine. Okay, I'm sorry, he wrote the book, but he have a bad taste. He don't know what's a great literature is, but I know. Okay, I know. So to summarize the book, there is a guy called Gordon Comstock, a British guy. Okay, Gordon Comstock. He is an asshole. He is the most unlikable character I have ever read my entire life. He is more unlikable than the Underground Man. He is more unlikable than I don't know, Mussolini. He is very unlikable. Okay, just imagine the person you hate most. Okay, double it and give it to the next person. That's how much you can hate this Gordon Comstock. He is pretending to be a socialist. Okay, I'm not a socialist. Okay, I don't really have a strong political opinion about any of the political views, but he is pretending to be a socialist. He is, what I get is, this Gordon Comstock is a sociopath who, for some reason, he hates money. He think he fighting against money god, but what he doing is he's a sociopath hurting everyone around him and himself because he refused to get a good job. He refused to live like a civilized human being. Okay, he is an asshole. From the first chapter, I hated him. I don't like him. Okay, I understand his principles, whatever, but he's kind of remind me of this like fake socialist or fake communist. Like this Twitch streamers, right? Oh no, I'm a socialist, I'm a communist, fuck the rich people. Meanwhile, they are spending millions of dollars on a house or whatever, or buy a car, going on trip, right? But this guy is the opposite. He is saying fuck the rich, and he even refused to get a job. He seek out bad situation. He wants to be bad. He wants to go down the drain, down to the underground. Okay, underground man has more likable personality than this Gordon comes up. And the second and third characters are two women, Rosemary and Julia. I feel really bad for Julia because of this Gordon Comstock, this fucker. He ruined her life. And Rosemary, from the moment I was rooting for Rosemary, honestly I thought I felt like Rosemary father was, I was like, what, Rosemary, this guy is good for nothing guy, he's a loser, you need to find another guy. What about Ravistan or that guy? Maybe you could marry this guy. Yeah, I want Rosemary to break up with him so bad. Okay, I feel this Gordon Comstock, this fucking loser. And Julia, I feel really sorry for Julia. You need to read this book. I'm telling you, man, you're missing out on life. You need to read this book. Seriously, this is one of the greatest George Orwell book. It's far better than anything. Let's say who this fucking guy is. The guy who wrote Siddhartha, Hermann Hesse. Hermann Hesse could never write something like that. Even Dostoevsky. I would say this book is better than Crime and Punishment. Yep, blow me. I don't care. Okay. This book is better than Crime and Punishment. It's better than The Idiot. It's maybe not better than Note from Underground, but still, I may be biased, okay? I may be biased, but George Orwell is the greatest writer of all time, and he write pretty good book. And he considered this one of his worst work. He considered this to be a bad book. Just imagine, he think this one is a bad book. Just imagine what he think is a good book, right? See, that's the correlation between Animal Farm and this. He think this book is a bad book. George Orwell think this book is bad, and he think Animal Farm is okay. Can you imagine how good Animal Farm is? If you haven't read Animal Farm, it's this book also, it's a great book. I see, this is not a review. If you are expecting a review for this book, don't. Just read it. Just read it. Let me tell you, only George Orwell, this video is about me kissing George Orwell ass. See, only George Orwell can write a book so good, okay? First, let's talk about 1984, Animal Farm, and Burmese Days, other book, right? In 1984, he will give you hope. He will give you hope. Every page, you are hoping something good will happen, something good, better will happen, something will happen. Like, even in Burmese Days, you hope that things will change. The Flory will go back to London, will get a, be a, normal guy, have a happy ending. But this book, from the get-go, there is no hope. You realize reading this book, maybe because my previous encounter with George Orwell writing, this book has no hope. This Gordon Comstock, I was thinking he gonna commit suicide, or he gonna end up like loser. Rosemary will marry someone, and maybe Julia also will die. In the last chapter, all the things turn around. Everything it's like a miracle. Okay, it's like a miracle. I don't want to get into detail, but man, this book made me happy, really. It was worth going through the despair and hating the Gordon Comstock, but the end, man, it's a really happy ending. I have to say, this one of the happiest book I read this year, honestly. even like from last year, I think this is one of the happiest book. It's it will make you cry. I'm telling you, this book will make you cry if you read until the end. It's gonna make you cry, but not the sad melancholy tear. It's the happy tears when you see, when you get a trophy, when you get like a nice pizza, you eat the pizza and you feel like, oh my god, this is the best pizza I have had. It's that kind of feeling. You have this happy tears, okay? You feel so happy. I can't believe George Orwell write a book that gave me happy tears. I couldn't believe it. It's a really nice book. Everybody should read this book. I'm telling you, if you not reading this book, I honestly, I don't know how I live 30 years of my life without reading this book. It's great. It's really, I cannot stress this enough. This is like my Thus Spoke Zarathustra moment. You know, when I made the video about Thus Spoke Zarathustra being the greatest philosophical book of all time, I feel like this is one of the greatest literature book I have ever came across. It's I can kiss it. You know, the age verification, maybe something happened, but it's a great book. And it's, see, for 11 minutes I did not talk about the book. I just kissed George Orwell ass, but I don't care. It's, you know, just read it. Just read this book, okay? It's one of the greatest book of all time. Really, I'm telling you. It's, I said it many times. You have to read this book. You have to, okay? Just, understand, okay? Please read this book. It's one of the greatest book, and it's very easy to read, okay? It's very easy to read. I'm sure if you are not someone who's read in English, I'm sure there is a translated version somewhere, and even in English it's not very hard, okay? The Gordon Comstock, he has one name, Gordon Comstock, not like Dostoevsky, one guy have a fucking 6 name. So it's really easy, and it's a complex story. It's rich, it's profound, it's this amazing, like this profound influential literature. This is a piece of art, my friend, okay? That's it. That's the review of Keep the Aspidistra or whatever flying, written by the greatest author of all time, George Orwell. So cheers. If you like my profound, structural, and like very academic book review, subscribe, okay? There is more to come, more to come. I'm a very big intellectual, and I do very structural and profound step-by-step review of the book, giving you insight to books and telling you what exactly you want to hear. Nobody does book review like me, okay? Nobody have a intellectual insight to a book like this. Not Unsolicited Advice, not Alex O'Connor, just me, Anyway, yeah, I mean, subscribe if you watch this video, like, yeah. So cheers.